This video covers a little bonus trip I made out to Kansas, and I had two main goals that I wanted to achieve while I was there. Number one, I wanted to get my dog Cece out. She had been laid up the last couple months having pups, so I wanted to get her out, get her started on the way back, getting into shape. And also, I wanted to get a couple of my young dogs on some wild birds.
Yeah, it's a good girl.
So the first day we get there, we get some pretty nasty weather. We kind of get this freezing rain, sleet kind of deal, and it just coats everything. And it definitely has an effect on the birds because they were pretty much all holed up underneath these cedar trees, and they were actually kind of jumpy. Wasn't a good day for the camera either because most of my footage looked like this.
Fetch it up, Tubby. Come here. All right, loose. So I'm really surprised to find this, but I found what appears to be a little roost right here. You can tell, the little circle of the cubby right there. All the little poos. They kind of sat out here pretty exposed because we kind of had a freezing rain sort of deal, so everything is coated with ice this morning, so they definitely want to be out of that stuff. So I was kind of surprised to see this little group right here.
So this is the only point I had all day where you could actually see something, and as I'm walking in here, the battery dies. So this is the next day, and we get some pretty nice conditions. Each time we hunted, I put an experienced dog with one of my younger dogs. The idea is to help those younger dogs along and have the older dogs teach them.
Whoop, whoop.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring one down, and I hate it because my young dog Jetta actually had her first back on that one.
I know where all the fucking hens are.
It's pretty hard to see her, but I've got Cece on point in this thicket.
Dead bird! Dead bird! Dead bird! Dead bird!
So now I've got Tubbs and my young dog Twig on the ground, and she goes up here and hits a quick point in one of these cedars, and Tubbs backs her.
I got her on point right there.
So I can hear birds coming out the other side of this thing. They're doing a real staggered flush out of these cedars.
Ah, shit.
I hit that bird, but not very hard.
Good girl. I think I nicked one over here. Twiggy, dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. Tubby found it. Good boy, Tubby. Come here, bud. Come here, Tubbs. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. He was really alive. It was running off. I'm so sorry that Twig didn't get to find it. It flew right into these trees and it just kind of came up in one of these little gullies here. Hey, Twig. Yeah, good girl, good girl. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Yeah, good girl. That's good job, girlie. That's good job. All right, good dogs, good dogs. Well, I'm glad she at least got a whiff of it. Oh, Tubby.
If I wanted to, I could slay the rabbits, because Tubby loves pointing them. This is kind of a funny one here. We got Tubbs pointing the base of this cedar tree right here.
May not get a shot at this one. He's definitely got it. He acts like it's up in the tree. He's pointing again. What are you pointing, buddy? Huh? What on earth? Oh my God, there was a bird in there. Oh my God. I can't believe it. It was on the trunk of that tree and it just would not come off. I heard it and caught a glimpse of it, but man, you talk about holding tight. He was staring it right in the face. Oh, you got it, huh? Hey, 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 hey. Come on. Good girl, Twig. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Probably nicked this bird, I'm guessing. Wow, that was weird.
Got Tubbs with a nice point on this one.
No way I missed that. I think that thing went down. We're gonna have to go look for it.
So I brought the dogs back into the area where I thought that bird might have dropped, and sure enough, they found it.
Dead bird. Good girl, Twig. Good girl. Good girl.
I think this may happen more often than we seem to realize. Sometimes birds just get nicked and they go down, but we just don't see it. So I think it's a good idea to sometimes go back and check. So when I've got these braces of a young dog and an old dog together, oftentimes the young dogs will be busting things up, and that can actually, after a while, cause the older dog to start breaking. And that's what happens here. Cece hears the young dog coming in, and she breaks. And so I don't shoot this bird. And as soon as she broke, I gave her some stimulation with the e-collar to help reinforce the idea that she's got to stay there even if the kid comes in on her.
You got whoa. You got whoa. Could have had one for the kid. Ooh, right there. Got one right there.
So literally 20 seconds later, we get to see the results of that little piece of training. Cece goes on point and she stays firm even though the kid comes in and jumps all over her bird.
Whoa. 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 Whoa, Cece, whoa. That was perfect. That was a cup.
Well, this is the next day here, and Tubbs has a nice cubby find here that he actually holds for several minutes as I get over here, but he also gets a little loose and breaks as the pup comes in.
Whoa, Tubbs, whoa. Dead bird! Dead bird, Tubby! Dead bird. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy. Oh, come here, Tub. Good boy. All right, loose. Loose, good boy. Gosh dang it, another hen. Something else I've tried to start doing is picking up trash while I'm out there, especially when I'm on these walk-in areas where, these landowners are letting us come out here and use this land and we're leaving trash on it. So trying to do my part.
Okay, now I've got Cece and my young dog Twig on the ground, and this spot we hunted was awesome. It was a beautiful day. We got into tons of birds. And most importantly, my young dog Twig really started to put it together and is now on her way to becoming a bird dog.
Okay, she just pointed right here. If we get another one up, I'm gonna shoot it for her. Right here, point. Easy. Good girl, Twig. Dead bird. Good girl. Good girl, Twig. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. All right, she got one on her own.
Then here Twig gets another quick point and another single.
It's down.
Now I haven't really trained Twig at all, so this is all just on her natural ability. And I think she did a great job.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting it today, girly. All right. This is one of the best parts of bringing up a young dog, is that time when their light starts to come on and they really start figuring it out. Yesterday, she really made some strides. She had 3 or 4 points and 3 of them were totally on her own. But today, we've been able to get the whole process for her. She's been able to point and then see the bird flush, me shoot it, and she mark it, and she get the retrieve. So today she's gotten the whole process. Yeah, that's a good girl.
So here I get an alert that Cece's on point.
She's in there somewhere.
But then as I make my way around here, Twig goes on point.
Good girl, Twig. Cece is still on point in here. Good girl, Twig. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Look at you. Big retrieving girl pointing birds. Yeah. Good girl. I'd love to stay and celebrate, but we got Cece still on point.
So it takes us a couple minutes to get around to where Cece is, and she's been on point since before Twig even pointed that last bird, so she's been here a while.
Hey, hey, hey.
Well, Twig blew the back, but at least she stuck the point.
What do we have here? Dead bird! Dead bird, Cece!
By the way, there was a gnarly little fireball on that second shot.
Dead bird, Twig. Dead bird, dead bird. Easy, easy. Good girl, good girl. Good girl, good girl, good girl. That's a good girl. Great job, girly. Yeah, you did a good job. I mean, you kind of stole a point, but...
I'm walking in on this one, and I know Cece's in here somewhere on point.
Haha. Good girl, Cece. Dead bird. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Loose. Good girl. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful, girl.
As we're coming through this area, Cece's been doing sort of a point and track thing.
Easy, Twig. Easy, Twig. Easy, Twig. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Wow. We got a bunch of birds in here.
So on this one, the dogs are doing some pointing and tracking and pointing and tracking, and it seems pretty clear that they're probably on a pheasant. So they're working this here for a while, and then I decided the track has probably gone cold, turn the camera off, and then a few seconds later, they both hit a point, and they get a rooster. And the camera just catches the tail end of it when it falls.
Oh, it's gonna run. Yeah, it's running on her. I think she's got it now. Good girl. Okay, loose. Loose. Good girl. Well, this spot is something else today. I've had a bunch of quail and bonus rooster.
Somehow I missed this one, but it's still pretty to watch.
No.
And this is how we get to wrap up the day.
Whoa. Whoa. There you go. Everybody gets a bird. Good dogs. Good girl, Twig. Twig, here. Good girl. Good girl. Holy cow. Good girl. Good girl. Cece, come here. Good girl. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was so cool. I think that's it. That's my limit. What a cool way to finish. Good dogs. Good dogs. What a day. That's good girl. That's my good girl. Mwah. That's good job. Good girl.
All right, it's just been one of those magical days today, you know. This is our last spot for the day, as it turns out, because I just shot my limit. Cece just did her thing. She's just on fire. She found like every quail that was here. And she just did an awesome job, as usual. That was really fun to watch. And then as well, Twig, my pup, she had 3 or 4 points on her own today and got her own retrieves. And so the light bulb is definitely on for that girl, and she is on her way. And so that is a lot of fun to see. So it's just, I mean, it's a beautiful weather. I mean, it's just one of those magical days, you know. I'm going to remember this one a long time.
Get them all?
Not even close.
Not even close. You got a YouTube channel, don't you?
Yeah.
I think I saw you the other day. I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I do.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's Eric Forrester. It's just my name.
Oh, okay. Nice talking to you.
You too. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
Well, thank you, Kansas. That was a fun day. Well, that's a wrap on my little bonus Kansas trip. And it was great because I got Cece off the couch and I got some great work in for my young dogs, and one day in particular that I'm going to remember forever. If you're interested in getting more of this kind of content, you might want to check out my Patreon page. You can go to patreon.com and search for Eric Forrester, or you can click on the link in the description and get access to all that extra content.